Hello, John Rutter here, speaking from my home in England. Word has reached me that the Vermont Symphony Orchestra Chorus is giving a performance of my Gloria, and I wish I could be with you in person, but I've been asked if I can just give a little message to the performers and the members of their devoted audience. So, I wrote the Gloria a long time ago, and it marks a first in my writing career because, in fact, I had never before written anything especially for performance in the United States. So it's rather appropriate that this performance you are giving marks a first for you, your return after the enforced absence brought about by the pandemic. So, happy associations for me, and I hope it will be a happy experience for you too. The year I wrote it was a long time ago, 1974. I was approached by a wonderful man who was my first host and patron in the United States, called Mel Olson, and he ran a concert choir in Omaha, Nebraska, and wrote to me saying he would like me to write a 20-minute work for his choir, which would be premiered by me. He wanted me to come over and conduct it. So it was actually my first visit to the United States, the first of many. And it's a very fond memory because I sent the music, the days of manuscript, they hadn't got computers then, movement by movement, and the choir devotedly learned it. And when I flew over for the final rehearsals, there was a great sense of excitement in the air, which I think was captured in the first performance. And as Mel, my host, said, well, John, you'd better enjoy it because this may be the only performance it ever receives. Thankfully, that has not turned out quite to be the case. And if you were to ask me, would I write it the same now? Well, no, you can't swim in the same river twice, as they always say. In the fast-moving stream of life, we move on. So if I were to listen to the piece again now, if I was with you for your performance, I would say this seems to be the work of a young composer. It's a mixture of exuberant in the outer movements and prayerful, perhaps, in the second of the three movements. I remember being told, John, whatever you've got to say it up front, because the audience, for sure, is only going to hear it once, and we want them to get good value out of it. And this was again from Mel. He said, put a bit of challenge into the writing for the chorus, just to keep them interested in rehearsal. So, members of the chorus, I hope that you have been kept interested during rehearsal. I know that you have been preparing very carefully and that you're all set to go for what I'm sure is going to be a fun experience for everybody and quite emotional because, of course, choirs returning to what they do best, which is singing together, is really a rather wonderful thing. And we often don't appreciate how valuable things are to us as performers and as listeners until we're deprived of them. And we've all been doing our best during the lockdown period with virtual choirs and Zoom rehearsals and so forth, but nothing beats the live experience of being together. So my greetings and best wishes to you all. I hope you have a fabulous evening.